What have you found in McCravy's experience as being a representative for your district? What have you found that he has lacked in the most?
Oh, brutal honesty.
Yes.
He's lacked in. You know, he's a guy who will say anything to support his extreme views, even if it's built on nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so I'll give a perfect example. Critical race theory. This guy has got it hard for critical race theory for some reason. He got the marching orders from on high, from some sort of national coalition. He didn't think of this himself. No. And then he became the world's greatest outspoken proponent. He's never read a book on the subject. He doesn't know the 1619 Project from a hole in the ground. He doesn't know any of that.
Right. That's ironic you mentioned that. I'm reading that right now.
So did I.
Okay.
So, you know, what's all the hubbub about? Read it and find out for yourself. So we can talk about that specifically. But he puts a post out on Facebook where he posts an article from Fitz News. So you're familiar with that source.
Mm-hmm.
And it was about the John De La Howe School of Agriculture in McCormick. And somebody got an aha moment where they took a camera and showed this PowerPoint presentation up on this big screen that had diversity and race and religion and a grid and, you know, oppression and all that stuff, right? And McCravy's headline was, "They told us critical race theory was not being taught to our students. Here's proof." I was like, well, gosh, you know, they got proof. Well, let's read the article and find out what's going on.
Yeah.
What it was a faculty training event. You know, so I used to be a teacher.
Yeah.
You go through faculty training for a week or 2 weeks or whatever, and there's a whole mess of topics you cover. And even back in the 90s when I taught, I had to go through diversity training because I'm going to experience families and cultures I had no experience with before.
Right.
So let's just open our minds and be aware of it. But it wasn't critical race theory. Anyhow, the article itself said it was faculty training, not taught to our students. Faculty training.
Well, he didn't have to read. He saw a picture, and then
that's it.
Just assume.
That's it. So
and it's in the classroom.
it's got words like diversity.
So that's where honesty, you know, and he was called out on it in the comments because I called him out on it.
Yeah.
And, you know, he comes back and says, 1619 is fake history. That was his retort. When I quoted the article saying it was not taught to students, his retort was, look over here, a squirrel.
Yeah, building a straw man out of a squirrel.
It's nuts. And so the whole platform that he goes by is just based on complete dishonesty and disregard for the facts.